The equation for a circle centered at HK with the radius of R is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. Alright? So if you are given this circle like you are in problem number 1, where's the center? Oh, thank you. Yes, I said it and then didn't write it, huh? Thank you. The center is 1, negative 2. What's the radius? Now, some people have had some problems figuring that out. So let me show you a hint. If you know where the center is, you could go like this. 1, 2, 3. You could also go 1, 2, 3. You could even go 1, 2, 3. And that's not all! 1, 2, 3. I didn't mean to blow your mind so earlier in the year. Okay? I know it's not early in the year. It's okay. I was just teasing. Just had a little trouble with that, so I just want to make sure we're good. Are we good? Okay, so what's the equation for this circle right here? X minus 1 squared plus, plus? Why? So the formula says y minus k, and I would be saying y minus a negative 2. Do I write minus a negative? Oh, plus 2. Right? So 9. Okay? Any questions about that? Just had some questions earlier in the day. Why is that plus? Well, it's really minus a negative, right? Oh, so we just flipped the sign. Are you just flipping the sign? What's h in this circle? 1. And what's the formula? X minus h. Minus is part of the formula. Okay? So it's x minus 1. What's the formula? Y minus k. When I put in k of negative 2, I'm having y minus a negative 2, which is y plus 2. Got it? What about number 2? Where's the center? Negative 2, 1. And what's the radius? Do I need to show you how to find that again? Oh, okay, good. Just checking. Just checking. So what's the equation? X plus 2 squared. Y minus 1 squared equals 16. Questions? Comments? Say it again. Keep forgetting to put the square. I do that sometimes too. We can't. If we don't put the square, it's a different shape. Okay? Any other questions or comments? What would it be if I didn't put the square? We'll get there. I don't want to spoil it. What about 3? 0, 0 is the center. Radius of 6. What's the equation? Which one of these two is more correct? They're the same, aren't they? Okay. This one tells me you know how to plug numbers into a formula. This one tells me you know that x minus 0 is x. Fair enough? Okay. Look at number 4. How is number 4 different from 1 through 3? Yeah, Yeah, this time it gives you the formula. You don't have to find the circle. Before it gave you the circle and you had to find the equation, right? So what? 3, -2 is the center. Plot the center. 1, 2, 3, -2. What is the radius? How do you know? Oh, it's square root of 25, so that's 5. Oh man, now what do I do? 5 each way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, watch something silly. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does it work? It's longer that way. Can I count that? No, what can I count? Straight up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or sideways? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, or down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then what? And then write the coordinates for these points. 3, 3. -2, -2. 3, -7. 8, -2. Okay, so far? Now what? Oh, sketch the circle. So I actually have to, like, follow directions. Now, look at my circle. Look at my circle. Do not laugh at my circle. What I want your circle is roundish. I don't want it with straight lines. That's not a circle. That's a square. Okay? Make an attempt, please. I will try better next time. But make an attempt to make your circle as round as you can get it. Fair enough? Mine's clearly not perfect. I don't expect yours perfect either. Okay? All right. How is this different? Multiple circles on one graph. Is that okay with you? Excellent. So if this snowman was an ant, this would be his head, this would be his abdomen, and this would be his thorax, right? Is it abdomen thorax or is it thorax abdomen? Head, abdomen, thorax. Okay. So what about, let's look at circle D. Where is circle D? It's his abdomen. Okay, so here. Where's the center? Where is that? I need you to prove to me that that is truly the center. Because I could have just guessed, and you probably just go right along with me. How did you check? So you counted this way, and counted this way, and counted this way, and counted this way? And what did you find? It was 2 every direction, right? So that makes it the center, doesn't it? So what's the equation? X plus 3 squared. Is my equation correct? X plus 3 squared plus y minus 3 squared equals 4. F, did you choose that one since you're most familiar with that grade? Just teasing, just teasing, just teasing. Where's the center of circle F? 6, 4. And what's its radius? Okay. So what's the equation? Equals what? 1 is the radius. Oh, because 1 squared. Oh, yeah, I get it. Yeah, I totally forgot that. Good question. Can somebody answer that question? Why do we put minus 6 and minus 4? Remember, it's always x minus h, and in this case, h is 6, so it's x minus 6. Okay? Same way with this, y minus k. K is 4, so y minus 4. What about circle E? -5, -2. I always wanted one of these to be k, like that. Nobody understands, do they? I always wanted one of these to be called k. Circle K. You guys don't know what Circle K is? Are you kidding? It's a gas station. Thank you. Yeah, it's a gas station. Like Allsups and Conocos or Circle Ks. Like 7-Elevens, Circle K. Thank you. Okay, what's the radius of this one? 3. What is the equation? Equals what? 9. So x plus 5 squared plus x plus 2 squared equals 9? Yeah, it's right. Did I say it like it wasn't right? Oh, okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. We have to make sure we get our variables right, don't we? Okay? So what about circle G? It's our last one. 4, -1. Here. What's the radius? 4. So what's the equation? A computation? Okay, so is what I have written correct? No, it is not. What is wrong with it? This should be y plus 1. That's okay. Oh, I didn't hear you right. Oh, okay, I'm so sorry. Totally my fault. You can't. You can't simplify them right now. You mean you want to multiply all these out? There'll be time for that, Erica. We'll get there as time happens. Let's just do easy stuff right now. Fair enough? Okay. Look at number 6. That's a good question. What is the midpoint formula? Gosh, I wish there was a place we could look for it. Oh yeah, it's on the chart. That's not a bad idea. If you don't know where to look, you can always look online. So we could have a formula, or we could do what the formula asks us to do. Look what the formula asks us to do. It asks us to add the x's together. What's -7 and +3? And divide by 2. And then it asks us to add the y's together and divide by 2. Yeah. Guys, I didn't create the midpoint formula. I just know how to use it. No. So now look. Use the distance formula to find the length of the radius. So -2, 1. That's the center, right? Ish. What are we using the distance formula on? You want to? If we find the diameter, then we're going to just have to divide by 2, right? So what should we use the distance formula on? So from where to where? From the center to where? Which one? Okay. So we're going to say the distance equals... Please don't be confused that this means diameter. It doesn't. It just means distance. Okay? This time we're finding the difference of the 2 points, aren't we? Like midpoint, we add them together and divide by 2. Distance formula. You don't believe me? Check the chart. It's at the front of the room. Okay. So I take the x-coordinate, so -2 minus 3 squared plus the y-coordinate, 1 minus 4 squared. Yes? Any questions so far? Have you ever used the distance formula before? It scares me when you say no. Okay, D equals, what is negative 2 minus 3? What is negative 5 squared? 25. All right, what is 1 minus 4? Negative 3 squared plus 9. The distance equals the square root of 34. Do I care what the square root of 34 is right now? No. And if you don't know whether I care or not, let's look at the next step and we'll see that I don't care. Write the equation for the circle. Mark, does that go? X plus 2 squared plus y minus 1 squared equals, which is, what is the square root of 34 squared? 34. Right? That's why I don't care what the square root of 34 is, because I'm about to have to square it to get the radius squared. Right? You okay with that? Any questions? Sir? In this formula, where did I get the 3 and the 4? I used the distance formula between the point negative 2, 1, which we decided was the center, and this point K that was given to me on the outside of the circle. Does that make sense? Guys, what would happen if I would have used this other point? Would I have gotten the same answer? Do you believe me, or do I need to prove it? Okay, I mean, I'll prove it if you want me to. You know I will. Okay. It's still the radius, right? I should get the same answer, shouldn't I? If I did my math right. I usually do, so. Okay? All right, so look at number 7, please. On the grid provided, graph the given equation. So all 6 of these need to be on this one graph. Are you okay with that? If not, get over it and do it anyways. Ready? Where's the center of A? Negative 2, what? 1. So there's the center. What's the radius? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How do I want the circles? Roundish, circular. Dang it. Not so great, but not the worst I've ever done. Okay, so far? You guys have yours done? Okay, so how do we graph circle B? Circle B, the next one. Negative 4, positive 3. What's the radius? 2. 2 every direction. It ought to be easier. I did better to the last part, right? Yours looks like a rock? Yeah. Okay, what about C? An acorn? Oh no. How do we graph C? One 1.5, 3. What's my radius? How do you know it's 1.5? Okay, you put it in a calculator, right? Is there any other way that anybody did it? Do you know the square root of 225? Do you know that the square root of 225 is 15? If you did, you would know the square root of 2.25 is 1.5. Dang it. I either messed up on the first part or the last part. You're a face. What about D? Are you guys caught up with me, or am I going too fast? I'm good? Okay. -2, -2. And my radius is 9? Oh, 3. He's kind of a creepy looking guy. This is a bird? Okay. Right, what about E? Everyone sees the bird? Great. What about E? 5.5. -3. What's my radius? 2.5. Your bird has an ear? Oh, okay. Okay. I've got one more. I've got one more to do. Where is it? 6, 5. If I'm going to 6, 5, what's my radius? I think the radius might be 1. If that's his ear, did it get cut off? Any questions? I have no idea. It's just circles. I was just letting you use your imagination on what you wanted it to be. It's okay. One more. Look at number 8. Look at number 8. A circle has the equation x minus 12 squared plus y minus 7 squared equals 625. The center of the circle, could you have told me the center of the circle without them telling me? You should have been able to, right? 12, 7. What's the length of the radius? How do you know it's 25? Very good. Square root of 625. Without actually graphing the circle, though, I need you to determine the coordinates for P, Q, R, and S. Let's start with P. The coordinates of the circle, or the center, are 12, 7. Cutter's telling me that it's 12, 32. How in the world did he get 12, 32? Add 25 to 7. You got to go 25 higher to get to that point, don't you? Good. What about Q? My center is 12, 7, but here I have to go 25 more before I can go up 7. 37, 7. So what about R? It is 12. Why is it negative 18? Because you have to cross the axis, don't you? You got to go, instead of going up 7, you got to, from the center, you got to go down 25. So you've already gone 7. How many is left to go? 18. But we're going down in the negative direction. One more. S. Negative 13, 7, and how'd you figure that out? You can't just say math. Tell me how you did it. Excellent, you use numbers. Any questions on using numbers today? Kingston out.